Hello and welcome to another video. I honestly was not planning on making this video. I wasn't planning on making any videos until mid-September, but sometimes when something's so big of a disaster, sometimes when something's so huge that I'm personally passionate about on the channel, I have to make a video and talk about it. And today we're gonna talk about Halo Infinite and why I can't defend it anymore, basically. So if you haven't seen Halo Infinite, it was announced by 343, is going to ship this fall without two very core gameplay elements. One of them being cooperative play for the campaign, and the other being a Forge mode. Now, for me personally, the Forge mode, yes, that's a bummer. I could accept that coming at a later time. However, campaign co-op is unacceptable. And as a Halo fan, every Halo game that has ever been made has launched with campaign co-op play. And this would be the first one. I mean, even Halo 5 has campaign co-op and had it day one. It was the only one that had it without split screen, but honestly, in 2015, split screen really wasn't necessary for that game. And also, as I've been very public on this channel, Halo 5 sucks. So, but Halo Infinite, they said from the beginning, was going to have split screen co-op or online co-op, and now we're just going to strip that out just to shove this game out this fall. For what reason? Like, what's the reason this game needs to come out this fall? You know, it's been said time and time again, we'll release Halo Infinite when it's ready, and they just seem so hell-bent on putting it out this fall. And in a year where we've seen every other major game basically get delayed. Horizon Forbidden West delayed till 2022. I mean, I could go through the list of games that have been delayed till 2022. It's like everything. You know, Halo Infinite kind of seemed to be the one outlier of like, maybe this is actually going to work out. It had a very successful early alpha/beta for the multiplayer that people really seem to be into. I unfortunately didn't get into it. That's a bummer. But I think right now, this is a disaster. This game has been kind of a disaster for a while. I mean, it's been very public that they were making a Halo 6 for a couple of years until they were told to take a step back and go, hey, Halo 5 was poorly received. You need to reboot this, basically. And Halo Infinite seems to be telling a story that is in the core Halo line for the lore, but also it seems to kind of be a soft reboot. And that's what the franchise needs at this point. I'm not going to argue that. But holy shit, man. To have 6 years of development time and to then cut the most core aspect of your game. I mean, basically, at this point, then don't put out a campaign. Just make your free-to-play multiplayer. And that's where I get into the second part of this argument is I can defend the free-to-play choices for the multiplayer. I mean, it makes sense. But it seems right now like they are so hyper-focused on having that multiplayer free-to-play and having that out this fall. Maybe we should just make a massive beta for that and release the full game next year, because that makes more sense to me right now. I'm also going to put out, like, I have been playing during my off time I encourage you to go watch the video. It's actually one of the lower videos for whatever reason on my channel, but Splitgate, which is a phenomenal free-to-play game. I'm not getting paid to say this at all on this channel or anything like that. I love Splitgate. Right now, if the year were to end today, Splitgate would be my game of the year, which is wild to say about a free-to-play game being the game of the year, but these people have made Halo multiplayer, and it's freaking awesome. It's so good. It's so well done that I think Halo Infinite's multiplayer is going to suffer because of how good Splitgate is. And I'm saying that as a 20-year veteran of the Halo franchise. I love the franchise. I think Splitgate is really giving this game a run for its money. So, what can you do? You know, what can you do if you're Microsoft? Honestly, if you're Microsoft right now, Game Pass is doing excellent. I mean, we just released some really big games, like 12 Minutes. I've heard nothing but phenomenal things about. I'm actually thinking about starting that tonight or looking at it tonight. The Game Pass has just been slamming bangers lately. I mean, behind the scenes, I've been playing a lot of Yakuza Like a Dragon, which is my first Yakuza game I've ever played. They also just put out Hades. If you haven't played Hades, I encourage you to play that. I've been dabbling a little bit in it, but I will probably go more hard into that once I'm done with Yakuza. They've been knocking it out of the park. And they're only going to continue to do so. They have a lot of other things lined up. I mean, Back 4 Blood is a huge get for Microsoft and Game Pass. So you don't need to have Halo come out this fall. That's my point. Your direct competition has no huge first-party game coming out this fall. And yes, at the same time, it'd be awesome to capitalize on that. You don't have to. And that's the point I'm trying to make. If someone from Microsoft ever watches this video for whatever reason, delay Halo. Delay it till next year. Do a spring delay. I can't imagine it will take that long to make sure campaign co-op works. So delay it till spring. I think most Halo fans would be okay with another delay for a couple months instead of launching a game half-baked. And right now, that's what's going to happen in November, or whenever this game's coming out. It seems like it'll be November. So, wow. I mean, I couldn't really believe it. Like I said, behind the scenes, I had no plans to make any more videos that I was going to put out until mid-September, and I saw this news and it just fired me up so much because I'm a humongous Halo fan. As you guys know, I love Halo. It is one of my favorite gaming franchises. It's probably right under Resident Evil and Castlevania. I'd say it's like my third favorite. And to launch the game this way is disastrous. And if you lose your core people, because that's all you have left. Let me be frank here. All 343 and Microsoft have left for Halo fans are the core Halo fans. The casuals, they left years ago. They got on the Call of Duty bus and they haven't stopped. Call of Duty was the Halo killer in terms of multiplayer. So all you have left is your impassioned Halo fans. And if you piss them off, this is a dead franchise. And even though I know Phil Spencer's been out there saying like, hey, you know, if this Halo isn't make or break it for us, it totally is. Let's not beat around the bush. If Halo Infinite doesn't do well, you're not going to see this franchise for a long ass time. Because this is your big make it or break it moment with Halo. You just came off of one of the most disastrous ones that they've ever done in Halo 5. And then also like Halo Wars 2 didn't light the world on fire. So what are you left with for Halo? And that's the point I'm trying to make. This game has to do well. They have to know that. So I implore 343, please delay Halo. And this is from an impassioned fan that wants nothing more to play Halo Infinite, to love it, to enjoy it, to have another great Master Chief story. I can wait longer. I think most Halo fans would agree. We can wait longer. Please delay the game. Do not release it half-baked. It's a disaster if you do. Anyways, I'd love to know in the comments below if you are of the mindset that this should be delayed, or if you think it should come out and they should release the co-op later in an update. Let me know. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And, as always, until next time.